Previously on the MLB Guillotine. We're going to see an intentional walk here. And now the bases are juiced. 2 gone. The Nats trying to send the O's to the brink of elimination. That one's on the ground, collected by the first baseman, and the Orioles get out of it. Mayo puts that one on the ground. No play is going to be made at the plate. The Orioles score. An insurance run here would be huge. And the Orioles will get one. That one's down. Another play that just couldn't be made from the Nationals. Mateo tries to make it to second. He's thrown out. Runner at second. The 0-1 to Luis Garcia. That one's popped up. Center fielder Mullins is under it. He'll make the catch. And the Orioles stave off elimination. Rays down to their final strike. Set to be eliminated. The 0-2. That one's popped up. Center fielder Carroll's under it. And the game is over. Sorry, that's McCarthy who makes the catch. We say goodbye to Tampa Bay. Oh my gosh, it's a first pitch. No doubter. Oh my gosh, I hadn't even had a chance to set up the end of the game yet. Julio Rodriguez keeps the Mariners alive with just one swing. Unbelievable. So that does it with the emphatic walk-off win by the Mariners. They stay alive, and the Chicago White Sox are the first victims of the MLB Guillotine. Welcome to another episode of the MLB Guillotine, and I wanted to, before we get into the standings and who's in danger of being eliminated, I wanted to, as we now enter the month of May, I wanted to see some of these stat leaders, who is atop the leaderboard in a few statistical categories. So let's go ahead and take a look at that at this time. In the National League, our leader in batting average is Josh Young of the Texas Rangers, hitting .361 on the season. Cedric Mullins leads the AL in hits with 35. Brett Rooker of the A's leads the league in homers with 14. Over Yordan Alvarez, who could have predicted that? Rooker also leads the AL in RBI with 30. Jorge Mateo with 12 stolen bases leads the league. Carlos Santana leads the league in walks. On the pitching side of things, Framber Valdez is your ERA leader with a 1.5 earned run average. Kyle Bradish is your strikeouts leader with 43. Aroldis Chapman of the Red Sox is your saves leader with 13 in the American League. So those are the leaders here in Major League Baseball as we head into month number 2 of the season. Let's go ahead and simulate to the next cut date. We are on the eve of the 3rd elimination day, and the Royals and Tigers are both at 15 and 19 on the season. So those two teams are in danger of being cut. The Mariners are at 15 and 17. They're always kind of in this mix of potentially being eliminated. We'll see if they end up being in danger on the actual cut date. A peek at the standings here shows the Red Sox with just a 1-game lead on the Yankees. The Guardians are now leading the AL Central at 21 and 12. And the Astros with a little bit more breathing room, 1 game, over the Angels as they lead the AL West. Let's simulate one more day and see who is in danger of falling to the MLB Guillotine. Cut number 3 in the AL is going to be between the Royals and the Tigers. If the Royals win, they're good. They're safe for another round. If the Tigers win and the Royals lose, then it is the Tigers who will save themselves from elimination. First up on this elimination day, it is the Royals and the White Sox. If the Royals can get the dub, they're safe. They're in. They advance to the next round of the MLB Guillotine. Seth Lugo on the bump, pitching to a tune of a 1.23 ERA. A solo shot off the bat of Andrew Vaughn. It's 1-0 White Sox. Single from Velasquez. A 2-run homer from Michael Massey, and the Royals are back in front. Runners at the corners. 2-1 Kansas City lead. No outs in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-2 to Salvi. Swings and misses for strike 3, 1 down. The 0-2 to Pasquantino. Swung on and missed. Varland gets back-to-back strikeouts. And the White Sox are nearly out of the inning. The 0-2. 2 down to Hunter Renfroe. Swings and misses, strike 3. And the inning is over. Threat over. Gus Varland gets out of it. The Royals strand 2. Top of the 8th inning, still 2-1 Royals with 2 gone. And a runner on first. Payoff pitch. Runner will be on the move. Lugo delivers. That one's on the ground to the third baseman, who's up with it, throws it to first, and the inning for the White Sox has concluded. Score remains 2-1 Royals. Carlos Estevez in to save the game for the Royals. That one's lifted high into the air. Under it is the center fielder who makes the catch. And there's out number 1. 2-2 the count on Austin Slater. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Royals are 1 out away from saving their season. And that pitch is lifted into the air. Under it is Isbell. He makes the catch, and the Royals win. A dominant performance from Seth Lugo. And the Royals are going to survive cut number 3. So because the Royals were victorious over the White Sox, they saved themselves from elimination. They are now 17-20, which means even if the Tigers win, they would still be a half game behind Kansas City. So Detroit, after being within a couple of games of having the AL Central lead, are now going to fall in the MLB Guillotine. Now, normally I would still show you the Detroit game because I still want to, try and showcase every team. But because they play the Rockies, that does, spoiler alert, play into what will happen on the National League side of things. So we're going to save that one until the next episode. So if you want to see the Detroit Tigers play, you're going to have to watch the National League video. As we barrel ahead to cut number 4 in the American League, you've got the Mariners, Orioles, Athletics, and Royals all sitting at 17 wins. Who's the next team that's going to be eliminated? Well, you're going to have to wait to the next AL episode to find out. If you enjoyed this episode of the MLB Guillotine, make sure you leave it a like, subscribe to become one of the Burger Bros, subscribe for more MLB Guillotine content, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.